Returning to Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be intimidating. Luckily, there are a lot of great creators out there who provide helpful content. But this is my journey. While getting back into the game is mostly expensive, I'm doing it the smart way.
And buy the singles!
This series is dedicated to building a competitive deck, but only with singles and on a mightily small budget. €2.50 per week. Welcome to Yugioh-Heroes. Well, hello there my fellow gentle nerds. This is Echo again for episode 8. And for the first time in this series, we are having something different. Like whenever we opened new cards, whenever we added new cards, we were adding the 5 total cards that we could get. We were going to the limit of the budget and, well, not every time, but we tried to maximize the episode's regulations to the maximum. And this time, this is going to be different. You will see in the opening what we got, but I can tell you right now, it is just one card. And this card is so important, I'll show you later why this is. Now, with this episode being out, we are on our 8th episode, and that means we are close to the 10th. And the 10th is going to be the Dual Devastator opening. So I hope you stay tuned for that. Other than that, if you want to duel me in one of my future episodes, you can check out my Discord link in the description below. Join the Discord and, well, maybe you are one of my next opponents. I like dueling you in the future, and from now on, let's get right into the episode. So I promised you this week's episode's opening is going to be something different. And before we were opening almost always 5 cards. I mean, I said almost because in episode 1 we had like a lot more. I can't do the math in head right now. I think it was 135 cards that we got, and this time it's going to be just one card. And what is this card going to be? It is going to be this handsome young man, the elemental hero Liquid Soldier. And his name in German is actually weird, to be honest. It says Schwungvoller Soldat, and that means bouncy soldier, something like this, like he is in motion and stuff, and I can't even find a proper word for it, but it is there, and there he is, and he is going to make a combo live for us, and I'm going to show you that later. But for him we took out one card, and this card came from the side deck. One Pot of Duality. We still have one in the side deck. Still, I can't bring myself to side this card in, so this is going to be the card that I'm cutting. And I put one card from the main deck to the side deck, and this was our last copy of the Summoner Monk. I'm not using him anymore. He was there, he was useful in the earlier stage of the deck, but now I don't use him anymore, so I kinda, out of nostalgia, put him into the side deck. He's going to be there, but I think I will cut him later down the road. And now I will show you the combo that I meant. So for this combo to work, I'm going to put a field center in there so you can see how this works. There's the field center. What we are going to do is we need one card to get this whole combo started. This combo starts off with Fusion Destiny. We activate Fusion Destiny, sending Shadow Mist and Malicious. They are here. Shadow Mist and Malicious. Send them to grave with a Fusion Destiny. Not activating the Shadow Mist. Very important. We are going to special summon the Dangerous of Fusion Destiny. And then we activate Malicious and grave. Banishing Malicious. Sorry, this is not how this is supposed to work, but okay, there we go. And we get a second Malicious. We could even set him in defense position. Now we link them off into Cross Crusader. Activate Cross Crusader's effect. Bring back Malicious. Not Malicious, sorry, Dangerous. Activating Cross Crusader's effect. Tributing the Dangerous. searching Liquid Soldier, summoning Liquid Soldier, getting the special summon from Grave, which is going to be Shadow Mist. And now we activate Shadow Mist's effect, so we get the search for Mask Change, set Mask Change, and we have a board. This board is actually more impressive than the Solid Soldier and Shadow Mist board, since we have like the Cross Crusader here, we have this the Liquid Soldier, the Shadow Mist, and the set Mask Change of 1 card and not 2 cards. I needed 2 cards, something that could get me to the Solid Soldier, or I had it in hand, and then I needed something else to get me into the Shadow Mist that I get it in hand. So actually I have that of 1 card now, and I can, what I do usually is like in standby phase, flip up the Mask Change, send the Shadow Mist and the Dark Law. What I should do in the future is set him in defense, since that way I play around the Lightning Storm. This is coming up in this episode. I can tell you this because I recorded 2 episodes, but no spoilers more. No more spoilers here. And with that, I activate Shadow Mist's effect from Grave, like I did it in the opponent's turn, and I get the search for Honest Neos and can get it in hand. And all that out of 1 card. I think that is something that I should focus on doing very often, but we see how that goes. And I hope you liked this insight on the deck tech. On to the duels. So onto the duels, and this is like for the first time since episode 1 we are doing a remote duel against the ThePokeMonarch. And in episode 1 I did a remote duel against Nokada. This doesn't matter, this is like the first time since forever. I tried to summarize the duel since I didn't record audio, so I tried to reconstruct the game for you. IT set and pass. And he combos all the way through to a board with Hope Harbinger, Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, Levianeer, and his alternate Blue Eyes White Dragon. And I take a huge chunk of damage there. I could, luckily, back to the front a Shadow Mist, which prevents me from taking lethal damage, and I live with 2500 life points. And on my turn I get into Dark Law, and I special summon a Stratos with a Solid Soldier, get a Miracle Fusion into with a Stratos, the Solid Soldier, and the Shadow Mist into Trinity. I also get a Search for Honest Neos with the Stratos, and from there this is enough damage, since Trinity has 3 attacks, 5000 attack, and I had the Honest Neos in hand, and that is enough to take game 1. Game 2. He starts and he ends on 1 board with Hope Harbinger and a back row. I Rhoda for a Solid Soldier and try to get my usual Dark Place going, then I set 3 and pass. He negates my first Mask Change, but can't negate my second Mask Change, so I get Dark Law plus Honest Neos, which made me feel a bit secure. He attacks into my Dark Law, and I activate Honest Neos and he activates his Honest, so I lose my Dark Law. Then I top deck into Raigeki, I Raigeki his Hope Harbinger and swing in for 1300 with my Solid Soldier. He deals a lot of damage next turn, and on my turn I activate a Hero Lives with 2000 HP left, so I have like 1000 left. Summoning the Shadow Mist, getting the Mask Change, and with Eco I get Voltic. I try to go with Voltic into Koga and swing over his 1600 attack Blue Eyes by activating Koga's effect, and then he activates Fiendish Chain. Yep, from there I scoop. Game 3. I go into my full Fusion Destiny combo and set 4 back row, and he uses Dark Hole. So hey for nothing. And he ends on alternative Blue Eyes White Dragon, swings in for 3000 damage. I normal summon Stratos and fuse him away with the Celestial that I got from the search. Going into Sunrise, getting the Miracle Fusion, going into Great Tornado, and that is enough damage for game. That was a quick one, and to be completely honest, we don't know if we played everything correct, but we both are fine with the result that is happening, and by that I mean we won 2-1. For my second match, I'm against Hendrik, and Hendrik is a German viewer, and he is a member of my Discord, so he hit me up, he wanted to duel, and that's what we're doing here. He is playing Raid Raptors, and without any interruption he could build a huge board with Rusty Bardiche, Ultimate Falcon, and some other big cards that I didn't even know and that I can't really out right now. So I attempt to Fusion Destiny, and that gets negated, and then he leaves me with 400 LP left. I get Raigeki, and Raigeki was huge. It unfortunately couldn't out the Ultimate Falcon since it's protected, and I misplayed a lot. I got into the Sunrise and the Great Tornado, and then I forgot it isn't affected by any card effects, so I didn't have enough damage. I didn't have any effect to out him. From there, I lose game 1. Game 2, I get the whole Fusion Destiny combo going, and I get into Darklaw, and he has Lightning Storm. That is unfortunate. And from there he could build a similar board, but this time he had the Cyber Dragon Infinity. I bait out the Infinity Negate, and then I misplay again by mask changing Solid Soldier into Diane, and unfortunately special summoned a Shadow Mist from deck, which does absolutely nothing since I used Shadow Mist effect this turn. So I had 3 Shadow Mist on board, which did nothing. I tried to make a play happen, but my Sunrise gets destroyed, so I lose game 2. Unfortunately, a 2-0 loss happens. And for the last duel of this week, I play against Demo, and we played Demo in episode 1 and played against me, and now we are playing again. He is still on his sealed restart deck with the Spirit Charmers and Spellcasters and all the shenanigans you can look on his channel. My Fusion Destiny combo, I get to Solid Soldier and getting the Shadow Mist back, but he Droll and Lockbirds me, so I don't get the search for the mask change, which is unfortunate, and by that I thought maybe it is a good idea to link them all away into Dread Decimator. It was not. The Dread Decimator got bounced, so I clear next turn his back row with my Dystopia and the Stratos, and then I try to go into Darklaw, but nope, Solemn Warning. Then he gets Silent Honor Arc. I got the Darklaw on board eventually, but he steals it with the Silent Honor Arc, and then he top decks his Endymion. And that was so huge that he could get like a Totally Awesome on board. This Totally Awesome negated my Rhoda, and from there I scoop. Game 2. I set 2 and activate Mask Change on Celestial, which turns him into Darklaw. Then I bottomless his Endymion, and I waste my Compulse on his Head Trigger, which was like I completely blanked. I don't know, I maybe wanted to Compulse his Reliona, but this didn't happen, and I don't know what happened. He gets his Arc again, and I get into Sunrise and Great Tornado. From there, he gets his Synchro, which I don't know the name from, and that destroys all face-up cards when it's destroyed. So I clear it with Sunrise, my board gets destroyed, and it's his turn. He top decks into another Trismegistus, while having no other card on board, he scoops. From game 3, he goes first, and my Fusion Destiny gets negated. Then I build a board with Great Tornado, Sunrise, and a Malicious, and that is enough to take game 3. It had a bit of a bitter aftertaste, since he couldn't activate his second Solemn Warning on my Polymerization, which would have gotten me into my Sunrise. If I didn't get into Sunrise, I wouldn't have had the effects of Shadow Mist, of Liquid Soldier going, I wouldn't have gotten another Miracle Fusion. This would have been a disaster for me. Somehow EDO Pro fucked up. We still decided that this is okay. This is like the sign that maybe EDO Pro isn't the best option to use, but we decided that this is okay, and in the end we won 2-1. This week we won 2 matches, lost 1, but I think we are on a good track. And for the next episode, since we now have a water monster in our deck, we are going to build a better extra deck. You're going to see what I mean by this in the next week. I hope you stay tuned for that. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and if not, you can do that now. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode next week. See you then. Bye bye.